Hello, creative friends. I hope that you are doing very, very well. So I am going to alter a bottle with collage. I have some transparent papers here, some washi tape, and then I made these fabulous prop sticks, and this is what I'm going to put them in. I'm going to put the sticks in this jar. If you want to learn how to make these, it's a free little mini class that I created, plus you get a printable. I will connect that, but we need a place to put those gorgeous things. So we are going to alter a jar. So I have some Mod Podge here. I'm going to grab a brush and I'm just going to start collaging. You can use whatever you want. Tissue paper would be really great for this process. I think I have a little bit of tissue paper that I might add. I have some white here. This is more of this beautiful transparent one. And I am using some of the transparent papers. And I have to use a little bit of purple because it's my favorite color. And I believe that you should use the things that you love, right? So I am going to squirt out some of this. I'll just grab a piece of paper here. And I'm going to grab my brush and I'm going to start just sticking it down. So just use whatever kind of brush you want. I'm going to use a wide brush. And you can start with one side first. I'm going to start out this way so you can kind of see what I'm doing, but eventually I will have to turn it so it's up and down. But we're just going to stick down pieces. I do want to use things that are a little bit more transparent in some spots because I want to be able to see my gorgeous prompt sticks. And I love making prompt sticks. They're so fun and versatile, and they're great for your creative practice. What I love about this paper is you can layer it over so you can see behind it a bit. Just so pretty. So I'm going to lay that piece down and we're just going to add layers on top. This is really pretty too. I wrote some stuff on here. So I like to start like on one side and just do this with like your lightweight papers. They have really pretty like tissue paper now that you can use. So any kind of paper will work. And this is going to have wrinkles and I love it. It's going to have beautiful texture and I love it. So listen, it's going to be great. Just go with the flow, guys. Alrighty, let's add some tissue paper and then I will start incorporating a little bit more of the washi tape on there. I always have washi tape. I love washi tape, so I'm always thinking of ways that I can use it. Do that, and then let's see here. Ooh, and this is pretty. I hate to tear this up. This is a tea bag that I opened. It's so pretty, and I stamped on it. So beautiful. Let's see, we'll stick that down. And it's transparent too. I use my transparent paper technique, so it does have a lot of transparency in general. Beautiful. Isn't that pretty? Alrighty, and then we're going to go ahead and add some washi tape. I'm going to put down a layer of glue before I add the washi tape, and then I'm going to make sure that I seal it too. Just because as much as I love washi tape, it is not the most, it doesn't stick on the way that it should sometimes, so we're going to be safe and do kind of two tape techniques. That way, there we go. Hopefully I'm not making you dizzy by having this in the air. And if you're here from the class, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for taking my class too. Alrighty, and then we'll grab some of this, and it's gonna maybe roll up a little bit, but don't worry, you can put it back down. You can also just like put another piece of paper on top of it too, just to kind of encase the washi tape. Let's see, this one is really pretty with all those gorgeous colors. Let's see, and like think of different ways that you can apply it. It could be like side to side like I'm doing. You can do it up and down. So think outside of the box, do what you want to do, and be intuitive. I am all about just putting things where you think that they should go at the moment. I like that there. I'm going to stick that piece down. just like that. That is so pretty. Okay. And if things come up, just glue them back down. No big deal, right? We go with the flow on this channel. Alrighty. We'll go ahead and see if I can find some spots to stick some stuff down. But these come together super fast. I love using old jars for things. This was a olive jar that had some delicious olives. I think it was imported from Italy. Oh my gosh, I love olives. Yeah. Yep. Olive Company. And they are imported. They were so good. I enjoyed every bit of them. They were like garlic stuffed deliciousness. Olives. They're so good. Alrighty, let's grab this. Some people, I did not really like olives when I was a kid. I'm so glad that your palate changes when you're older. Isn't that great? And I got a little tear there, so I'm just going to add a little bit more tissue paper. Not a big deal. It's because I dropped it, so that happens. But once it dries, it won't be so delicate. Just stick that down and try not to go over the tissue paper so much. I'm going over it way too much, but I'm being a rebel here. So that's the reason. We're going to add a little bit more purple. We'll add some there. So pretty. And you can even do something like with the top of your jar if you want. The sticks I think are going to stick out, so I don't think that that'll be an issue for me. And then I like the fact that I can kind of see where it came from too, so I'm not going to cover that up. But if you want to do that, you can always feel free to do what you want to do. And I'm going to use a little bit of this. This was from the class, so it is a piece of paper towel. We're just going to open that up. Like so. It has like all this painty goodness on it. And you can put the glue down first, or you can just glue over it. It's up to you. Don't overthink this. It's just a fun process. Okay, here we go. And we'll add a little bit of that washi tape. I think that's so pretty. That one, see, I should have put a little bit of glue under. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue. Sometimes these are not exactly made from paper. They have a coating, like a plastic coating on them. So those require a little bit more glue. But how does that look, guys? I love it. And if you see any spots where you want to add something in, feel free to do that. Oh, I have a little piece of masking tape. Maybe I'll add that. That's been sitting on my little place for a while. Let's add some bits of that too. I like kind of having scraps around sometimes because I will grab those first. I will like reach for those, which is good. See here, and then we can add maybe a piece here too. I don't know if that one's going to stick down very well, but we're going to try it. And I'm going to get just a little piece of tissue paper just to enclose it too, to make sure that it kind of sticks down even more. Hopefully I didn't pull up any. I did. I pulled up tissue paper. So it might be good to work on plastic. Don't be like me. I'm a rebel. Okay, let's see here. And I'm just turning it around to see if I see any spots that I want to add some more paper to. I think that looks pretty good, actually. So pretty. So I'm going to let this dry, and then we will put our prop sticks in. So I hope you make a ton of these. You can put lights in them. I'm using them as a storage container, but you don't have to do that. And like I said, you could cover this up too. That would be really pretty. But I really do want it to show through. And I don't think the top will fit. Let's see. Anyway. Ooh, the top might fit. So maybe I do want to cover the top. What do you think? but I like just knowing that it had olives in it. So we're not going to do that. And you could also cover the bottom if you want to. So it's up to you. But this is how it looks right now. I don't see any spots that I want to cover up. And you can see with the tissue paper, it's already transparent. And once it dries, it's going to be super transparent. And you could keep layering this up. So pretty. You could use these for containers on your desk. So many cool things. So it's so great to have a stash of that transparent paper. Make sure you check out that video so you can make your own. But just a great way to use up scraps for things that you have hanging around. And upcycle. I love upcycling things. And I'm going to stop myself from messing with this because I am totally going to mess it up if I don't stop. I see a little spot here that I want to cover just a little bit here. And I will probably go over this again once it dries just to kind of seal everything in. I really like the Mod Podge that is like dishwasher safe because even if something gets on there, even if you don't like, you're not going to wash this, right? You can still have that kind of seal, which is really great. So I will probably add a layer of that too. And it gives it like this really thick kind of coating. I'm just going to, since I have this Mod Podge out, I'm going to add like a little bit of paper while I'm here. What the heck? This is just some masking tape that got a little bit of foil on it, so I'm going to add that. What else do I want to add? Maybe this piece of paper, that looks cool. And I will absolutely use this on our journal page without any hesitation at all. There we go. So let me show you like a close-up of the prompts. So this is what they look like. And it's prompts that you can use in your journals or for projects. So there's a lot of fun things. They have a background, but there's like 2 options that I give you for text. And I show you the whole process of creating these beauties. So I hope that you'll check that out. I will make sure to link it below. But that's why I made this gorgeous jar to house these beauties. So I'm going to let that dry. I'll show you what it looks like in a couple minutes, and I will be right back.